Hey, good Sunday morning, everybody. This is Organic Damon. And how is everybody today? A little bit out of breath here. Yeah, you just saw me carrying that calf up here. And yep. Had another bull calf. A bull calf streak. Yeah. So, now we gotta get the mom in and get her milk. But yeah, I come out here this morning and just saw that calf was laying there. So I guess the important thing is she had the calf all by herself. Came out fine. It's healthy, and we'll get the mom milked and get the calf fed, and yeah. Actually, we there was another bull calf in here, but we sold it in this one pen. We had a guy come. What day was it? I think it was Friday. He came and got a couple bull calves from us, and a local guy that comes and buys bull calves from us. So yeah, he just raises them up to I don't know if he fattens them out or just raises them up to feeder size, but I'm not sure. But yeah, so anyways, we gotta go get the mom in and get her milked, and I'll catch back up with you guys later. Okay, everybody, I'm back. We're all done with milking the rest of the herd. We got her in, and we got the fresh cow bucket on her. This bucket here, it just holds about 5 gallons of milk. So actually, just that's the colostrum milk. The first milking that comes from the cow is the colostrum, and we always make sure we feed that to the calves, the calf first. That way it transfers the antibodies, the information, the immune system information onto the calf, so the calf will be healthy. That does make a difference. So anyways, yeah, we're getting her milked out in a fresh cow bucket, and then we'll take this milk, like I say, after a little bit here, and we'll feed that to the bull calf. And yeah, so we'll get this job done here. She's getting close to getting done here, so I'll check her out. But anyways, I'll try to get some video of feeding the calf, and I'll get back to you later. Okay, everybody, I'm in the milk room here. We got the cow milked out, and all she gave was, she just gave 1 bottle of milk here. So that's all the calf is going to get of colostrum, and I'm just waiting for the milk to cool down. We heated it up, it got a little too warm. One thing we always do with our milk, and it's not just with the fresh calves, is we take and heat our milk up to just a little bit above the body temperature, around 103, 104. There's studies that they've done that show that the calves will do better. They're less likely to get scours and things if you heat the milk up. I'm sure there's some of you out there probably aware of that, know that. But for those of you that don't know that, yeah, that's how it is. So yeah, so I'm just letting the milk cool down. I think it's pretty close probably by the time I dump it into the container. Yeah, that's when we the first calves that are born, we basically tube them. We use this thing here to do it. Normally the calves, they'll get 2 bottles or 8 pints worth of milk. Well, in this case, a gallon of milk, but this calf's only going to get that for today because that's all she gave. And so yeah, so we fill this up and we just tube the calf, stick it down their throat. That way they get, make sure they get all the colostrum milk that they need. Yeah, so I know, yeah, it's a little uncomfortable for the calf. calf doesn't like this thing being stuck down their throat, but you have to do it the right way, that you don't get it down their windpipe. You got to make sure you get it down their esophagus so it goes into their stomach. But this way, they're guaranteed they're going to get all the colostrum milk, and they're going to end up being a healthier calf in the end. But yeah, we do that actually with all of our milk. We take and heat it up in bottles. We just use hot water. You can get one of these things called a milk taxi, where you put your milk in there and it'll actually pasteurize the milk, and then it'll heat it up and keep it exactly at the temperature you need it at. But we priced getting one of those one time, and I don't know what they wanted for one of those things. I think they wanted, like, for the basic unit, it was like $5,000 for one of those milk taxis. You know, just a stainless steel thing that heats the milk up, pasteurizes, keeps it warm. They wanted $5,000. And I thought, boy, I don't know if we could justify spending $5,000. You know, maybe if we had 30 calves to feed every day, probably, yeah, we justify it. But we don't have 30 calves to feed every day, so kind of hard to justify that. So, yeah. So I'm just waiting here, getting closer, and eating some popcorn here, having a snack while I'm waiting for the milk to cool down. Yeah, so sorry. It's just about cooled down here, so I think it's getting close enough. I mean, this candy thermometer isn't 100% accurate, and by the time I dump the milk out, I think it'll be close enough. So I think I'm gonna go ahead here and you guys here, and I'm gonna dump the milk in the container here. This cover on here, and there is the colostrum milk that's in here. So we'll go treat the calf here. Okay, I'm up here with Junior, and he's definitely hungry. So, but yeah, don't worry. This doesn't hurt the calf. It's a little uncomfortable for it, but it's, in the end, it's the best thing for the calf here. So I'll set you guys here, kind of point you down so you can see. Okay, Junior. Technically, you should really have two people when you're doing this, but like I say, you got to make sure that you get it down the right pipe. And you can feel it over here, and I can feel it, so I know it's down the right pipe. He might start complaining here in a little bit, but okay, everybody, as you can see, the calf survived the ordeal. He got it down. Yeah. But I just want to emphasize again, just to make sure everybody understands that the only time that we use this, the only time we tube the calf is just when they're newborn calves. You know, normally, like these other ones, like I say, they all get, you know, we start them out like the next after, like this calf here. The next feeding will be in a bottle, and then we eventually pail train them so that they just drink the milk out of a pail. And yeah, but like I say, that's what we do with all the calves is, like I say, we heat their milk up just a little bit above their body temperature. And it's good in the winter time too when you heat the milk up, because then the calf doesn't take away energy from the calf to heat the milk up in their body, and they're less prone to getting calf scours too if you heat the milk up. There's something about when the milk goes into the rumen, somehow, I don't remember what the explanation is, but all I know is that's what that company that we work with, Crystal Creek, the nutritionists and stuff, that's what they recommended that we do. The studies have also shown that when calves get warmer milk like that, the heifer calves when they're young, they actually will produce more milk. When they're an adult cow or lactating, they will actually give more milk over their overall life. If you do that with calves, give them you heat the milk up and stuff. So it's a good thing to check into if you're running a dairy farm and you're not doing the heating your milk up. Like I said, the only thing I wish that we would do is that we had a pasteurizer to pasteurize the milk. We've had cases of calf scours, and sometimes here and there, and we do have products that you can get through that Crystal Creek company that you can treat them. And yeah, one other thing too I want to mention that we do not do on our farm is we do not get milk replacer. You can get organic milk replacer, but it's not very good. If there was a good brand, that company that we work with at Crystal Creek, they would be selling it. So we just feed the milk right out of the receiver jar in there, down in the barn. Just get raw whole milk. That's the best thing for them. So that's what we do with with all the calves here. So yeah. So now I gotta wash this thing up, and even Sunday is not a day of rest. We still have to, we still have things to do. Granted, we don't do anything extra than we have to on Sunday, but another thing too I wanted to explain a little bit better too is, I know I mentioned that a little bit in our other video, or another video of mine, is like the fresh cows. Obviously that's a heifer that calved a couple days ago. And that's the one that just calved this morning. She's the mother of that calf I just fed, and that cow over there, she's not a fresh cow. She's kind of got a bad hoof problem that the hoof trimmer worked on her another day, and she just needs to stay in till her hoof gets a little bit better so she doesn't walk around so much on it. But anyways, yeah, the reason why like this cow here, or like the fresh cows we leave them in, is just so that we can monitor their feed intake. I mean, what do I want to say? Ideally, we should probably leave them in for 2 weeks. It's kind of like, like on a if you have a parlor, you have like a fresh cow pen or whatever. This is kind of like the equivalent in a tie style barn. You can do this. You leave them in, and you watch their feed intake, just to make sure they don't like get ketosis. Ketosis is kind of like a version of when they get kind of like diabetes, similar to what diabetes is, low blood sugar, and you got to watch that. And usually when they go off feed, their eyes are sunk in, things like that. That's usually a pretty good sign that they have ketosis. We actually have a blood meter, just like what a diabetic would use. You check their blood, and you get a reading on it, and that'll tell you what they have, how bad their ketosis is. And usually the common treatment for that is we just give them some dextrose. It's 50% water, and I don't know what the dextrose is in there. You IV that into their jugular vein. We do that ourselves, or actually I usually do end up doing that job. But yeah, but the main thing is on our feed program is to prevent that from happening in the first place. We do not want cows to get ketosis, because if they get ketosis, they can end up with a displaced abomasum or DA, where one of their stomach compartments will twist up, and then they'll have it's not a good thing. You either got to do surgery on them, or you can do a roll and tack on them, and it's not a fun thing to deal with. So we just figure it's easier to prevent that from happening in the first place. So if we could keep a close eye on them, watch their feed intake, make sure that they're eating well, that's kind of what we do. But we have a lot of different products here that we use at work for treatment of sick animals. I think we have some of that. Oh yeah, this is one of the things here that we use when we have ketosis. This is called Cow Quench. It's just for when they have ketosis. This alone isn't going to get the cow better, but you need to supplement it, like I say, with dextrose and IV of dextrose in the vein and stuff, so like that. But that's kind of, so that's kind of what we use. We have different products. Everything that we use on the farm is it is approved for organic use. We have to run it by our organic certifier. If it wasn't, we couldn't use it. So we have to make sure that all the ingredients are correct. Even like one thing we use We can use aspirin. We get these from our IBA dealer. We can use that. That's approved. One other thing too, we use like when cows are in pain or whatever, we use aloe vera juice, and that's actually probably even a little bit better than aspirin. It really helps out. And so yeah, so that's kind of what we use is this aloe vera, and even this is organic aloe vera. So yeah, it says certified organic, so we have to use that. So we've got everything figured out how to do it. We've been doing this for long enough time now that we've got it down to a science. I mean, we're always still learning things yet, but yeah. So anyways, I got to get going here with some other stuff and finish washing the thing up in there, that thing that I used to feed the calf with. And yeah, so it's Sunday, so I don't know what else I'm going to do today. I think maybe my wife and I will take a trip someplace here. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, I'll get back to you later in the day or some other time here today. So